Hello, this is Eddie Teah. This is a DevOps demo for ASP.NET. I'm a C Sharp developer and I've been programming in C Sharp for about 8 to 9 years now. And ASP.NET jobs I always came across my way. And so, couple of years ago, I learned ASP.NET and I was also interested in mobile development, but that's a long story because a while ago when I was learning ASP.NET, Microsoft had not actually updated their documentation page, but recently they just did. So, I mean, when I say recently, I mean a couple of years ago they just did. Anyways, Visual Studio is a lot more updated and a lot more easier to work with. This year is a basic web form application, and I just wrote some random things in it. And so with web form, you have uh, the code content, and then you can also look at the UI, the designer content, and you can edit via the UI or you can edit by the code. The overall point of web form is to edit by the UI. Anyways, so C Sharp and JavaScript mixed together, you get and HTML mixed together, you get ASPX. Uh, Obviously, the content here you have the CSS and image files and stuff like that, and then you have the fonts and the scripts. I don't think anything really special will be here. Bootstrap and the web form. I don't know what that is. Anyways, we'll go to deploy. You just right click this, you go here, publish. If you have the signing, you sign in, and then everything you do in there. Azure is integrated into Visual Studio quite easily because it's Microsoft content service pretty much. And if you have to make an account, you will have to make it, and then you can publish and link your Git to the actual application here. Now, every update I make is actually coming through and it's updating uh, the application here. But actually, let's refresh. In progress, the build failed. Alright, so this here is an existing service instance service or whatever service instance service, and in order to publish in order to update it, we go, since it doesn't have the YAML or whatever file. I thought it will actually have it in there, but it doesn't seem to be having. So what I'm talking about is the YAML. You go to where's the deployment thing? Yeah, deployment center. Yeah, as you can see, my Git is supposed to be linked here. All right, and it's supposed to be linked to the branch, and the YAML file that I added when I disconnect this hub thing, GitHub thing, It's supposed to allow me to connect it, and then I can connect it and sync for continuous deployment or whatever. And apparently it's not working with Git action because the YAML file is I don't think the YAML file is in there, even though I downloaded it. Anyways, these are basic stuff that you come across, but to solve that you can just go here and just republish this from the editor itself. We just go here, and I think this will solve the problem. Publish has encountered error, we are unable to determine the cause. It's we're gonna browse. We're gonna have to make a new publish or something. A new publish to the instance. Anyways, we'll go back here, we'll click new. We'll go to Azure. If you have to log in, you have to log in there. Anyway, we're using a Windows app service and troubleshooting stuff. Apparently I'm logged out for some reason. Why am I logged out? Gotta reconnect here. Right, you see, it changed from build to built, so it worked. Even though Visual Studio showed an error, I think the Git action is working, but and I will verify my identity. Anyways, it's working. Anyway, I think it takes some time for updates to actually register in the server, and the build is failing because the YAML was added, the YAML file that triggered the action that has the information about the Git action, because it was added late, I guess, after the instance itself was made. That's why it keeps saying that it fails. Or I'm not sure what's going on here, but it works. When you hit build, it builds. It builds successfully, and it just give you random error because it's a system, and systems sometimes just don't debug properly. So I'm gonna have to open my Gmail. I don't want to open my Gmail right now, but as you can see, it changed from build to built, and we can change that again. I guess I want to cancel this. I'm not logging in here one at a time. I want to cancel, and we just close this. There you go. About 2023. Save this, and we'll publish again. Alright, so we are changing the about page just to make sure. We're gonna publish again and publish successfully, and then this random error comes up for no reason. Let's say okay, don't worry about it, and we're gonna go to the page that is gonna, the URL is gonna get refreshed or whatever, or we can refresh this and maybe get an update. And we have the 2023 ASP.NET in there. Anyways, this is the update, and DevOps with Azure. It's Azure Cloud, Azure Portal. It's not Azure Cloud, like AWS or whatever. And this here is the group, and this is the instance itself, the app service or whatever you call it, and you have SQL database and so on. These are like instances that you can launch and so on. Alright, thanks for watching. This is my little video for people to see that I work with these things and know my way around them, I guess. Thank you. Bye bye.